Hello everyone, good afternoon to you guys. It's a beautiful day and it's good to be on the hot seat as you called it. Okay, so I'm sure everybody knows me in AGN. My name is Ambassador Qeenbigieson. Before I even became a producer, I've been an actor for 24 years, but I've been an AGM member for 22 years since 2000. Okay, so how I came into acting, I saw a jacket some years ago, and it was so interesting, and I said to myself, I've always wanted to be in front of the camera. Hey, let me give it a try. And so, cut the long story short, I called the number on the jacket. It was OJ Productions, and the guy that picked that call that day, his name was Uche, and he told me if I really wanted to act, that I needed to come to Lagos, and that there was a job they were planning to do. Forgotten the title of that film now. I think that was before I did Ashes to Ashes, I think. And so I came to Lagos. Only to get in here, they told me that I didn't come on time, because that time what used to happen is you have to I actually opened my account at 16 anyway, so I've always known how to save little. So when I went to the bank to withdraw money that day, then it was, you have this paper. When you withdraw, they will use red biro. When you pay in, they use blue or black biro. So when I got there, they said their network was bad, so they couldn't give me money. So I went back and front to the bank until 4 days later I was able to cash some amount. So when I came to Lagos, finally they said the job they told me about, they were already done, and another one was going on in Enugu. Since I came all the way from Niger State, that they could talk to the director. Then Andy Aminichi was the one that directed that job, to put me in that film. So I said okay. So they then said, but I have to go to Enugu by myself. So I said no problem. So I took another night bus that day and went to Enugu. My first time in Enugu, and I went to meet the director. They told him about me already, and they gave me what they call executive waka pass. It was 3 scenes, but I had to munch somebody. I didn't really have to talk. It was just crying. So, well, 3 days later, I was still on that set, paying my hotel bill. Then we were in McDavis. I'm sure I could remember. Yeah, McDavis. I was paying my hotel bill myself. I was feeding myself. And 3 days later, I had no shot. I had to go and meet the director. That, oh, director, please, so blah blah blah, like that. So the director now said, okay, no problem, that they will see what they can do, if they can shoot my scene that day. So that day was not possible as well. So the next day, finally, the man said, this is your shot, let's do it. And immediately they said action. I started crying like they beat me up like crazy. Now he was like, how do you cry so much? Like, it's your first time and you're crying so much. I said yes, that even before I came, we were already doing stage drama and all that in Niger State, in church and all of that. So I think I know how to act. It wasn't, yes, it's my first time on, kind of on set like that, apart from stage, but it wasn't my first time really acting. And also, because of all the experiences I had in life, the pain, the shortcomings, the sufferings, and all, when you remember how you have to even beg to eat, or how you have to, hustle for so many things, it's not difficult to cry. So after that, 3 scenes were done. I took another night bus to Niger State. So I spent about 25,000 and I was paid 3,000 naira. And so that's my Nollywood story. And I always like to tell this story because it reminds me of where I'm coming from and where I am now. And I always like to tell, especially the new generation, the new ones that are coming now, they don't want to work, they just want money. They just want to come into the industry today and drive a G-Wagon. And I tell them it's not like that too. In our days, we spent money in making sure we have the life that we have now. We went to some locations and worked for free. We went in some locations, spent 3 days going in and out of that location without us even getting a shot to any role, but we're just going with the hopes that something can come up. We went for auditions. These days, new actors don't want to do that. They just want to make money, and it's kind of worrisome, and when you see people like that, But hey, that's my Nollywood story. And of course, when you say my background, I have I read mass communication. I have an OND in mass communication from Niger State Bida Polytechnic. I was born in Benue State. I schooled in the north. I live in Lagos. So I'm from everywhere, basically. I belong to everybody and I belong to nobody. And of course, everybody that know me knows that I have a son. Biologically, he's 16 and I have 5 adopted daughters. And of course, I'm the president and founder of Queen Blessing Foundation and an NDLEA Celebrity Drug Free Ambassador as well. So basically, that's me in a nutshell.